coverage you can count on. This is the CBS 42 Morning News.
At 6:24, we're saying good morning to the city of Jasper. The city was named by Hugh Lawler in memory of the Revolutionary War hero Sergeant William Jasper. The city was incorporated in 1887. Good morning, Jasper. All right, Birmingham has a reputation as a food city. Large part of the credit for that designation goes to Frank Stitt. His restaurants, Highlands Bar and Grill, Bottega, and Chez Fon Fon, grew a loyal clientele and a bevy of awards to boot. I recently sat down with the famed chef to catch up with how he's doing and where he believes the Birmingham food scene is headed. Here at Bottega with legendary Frank Stitt. Good to see you, sir.
Hey, good to see you.
First of all, kind of help us, how are you and how are these restaurants? We're here in Bottega. Every time I come to Bottega, it's very busy, so things seem to be going pretty well for Frank Stitt.
Yeah, they are. I mean, our restaurant group, which is Highlands, Bottega, Bottega Cafe, and Chez Fon Fon, we, with the exception of Highlands, all are doing extremely well. So there's a lot of business, there's a lot of excitement. You know, as a chef, you know, I'm still really involved with the food, the menus, and I'm kind of the coach of the team, and along with Pardis and our managers, and a lot of our key staff have been with us for decades. And so fortunately, we are busy. The restaurants are exciting, and all of that's going fairly well.
I was here a couple of weeks ago, and I did see you in the kitchen here. So you're still in the kitchen.
Yeah, pretty much. You know, every day. And I'm a little bit more of the director or the coach, even though for a long time, one of my jobs was taking the desserts from Bottega to Chez Fon Fon every morning, and that way I could kind of check in with all of my team.
When did you open Highlands?
1982, Highlands, and so a long time ago. I was in my late 20s. I had lived in France. I started cooking when I was in San Francisco at UC Berkeley. I originally went to school at Tufts in Boston, but fell in love with food and French culture. And then Chez Panisse influenced me, as did their mentor, Richard Olney, who is one of the great food writers.
Chez Panisse in San Francisco?
In Berkeley.
In Berkeley, okay.
And so that's where I was.
Your name gets mentioned all the time about the renaissance in the Birmingham food scene, and you have folks you have your former chefs, former bartenders, former wait staff. They're all over the city. Yeah. Is that something you're particularly proud of?
Yeah, I am. I do feel like an uncle or a father to a lot of the people that have spent time, and in fact, often, you know, folks that are with us for a few years to many years. Right. And so there are a lot of people that I think have come through our program, which is more about the philosophy of respect, of care, of excitement about ingredients, about working with the farmers, and about treating them with a love and respect that I think is one of the things that a lot of people have learned from.
Coming up in about 30 minutes, the rest of my conversation with Stitt. I ask him what he envisions for Highlands, which has been closed since the pandemic. Again, that's coming up in about half an hour.